Okay, so if I turn my back to the camera, okay? Come with me. Come avec moi. Come through the passageway. We come into the beginning of the garden. Now. So I'm Glenn Veness. I've got this garden here which everyone seems to go on about because everyone said it was the best garden they'd ever seen.
Feels more like a forest.
You say garden, but this is nuts, isn't it?
I like to think it as a community garden, you know, because I'm a community person. Yeah, I always felt that it was a great space to get, like I said, get people together. It's got a lovely feel about it.
It's just a haven. It's just a haven for life and for fun. And for party, everything was wild, everything was beautiful.
We had a garden before. We used to have big parties before. It got a bit too heavy, to be honest.
And it has to be said that, of course, Glenn has had a terrible, terrible tragedy in his life.
All you got to do is relax now, Luke. Relax. Well done. Go on, Luke.
We'd lost our son, Luke.
Schools champion, 1990. Luke Veness, Sussex.
I'd had a life, a fantastic life. Suddenly that life stopped. And then you had this black chasm. Couldn't move, couldn't talk. I'd be laying there for hours and thinking, I can't live like this. Yeah, and Luke's with me all the time. I mean, I feel Luke's presence. And then one morning I woke up about 4 o'clock. And I just had this thing that I had to do something for Luke, and it was change the garden. So that's what I did. I got up that morning, started taking all the old garden down, which was a bit of a thing to do, but then I started rebuilding it. I just spent every hour in this garden, and in the end it just became an obsession. It's always been a community place anyway, but it became more so. People were coming up, helping me out with the garden, donating things. So the garden started to evolve. And you can't change the world, but you can change your community. I knew guys do struggle, so I knew it was a good space to do a men's club. So we created that space.
The group of guys who talk about the troubled emotions of men, which obviously Glenn's very linked to through building the gardens. It's just absolutely amazing, this mad oasis in the most unlikely of places.
And Glenn's a very giving person. What's great about this place is that it's for everyone really, so it's very welcoming and a really sort of special place.
And it adds another sort of level of just knowing that he's rebuilt the garden around that and put all his love for Luke is in every stone and every bit of wood and every fairy light, and that to me
absolutely
is a really special part of it.
All the way through that journey, I know that I've had Luke with me. And if we can inspire other people that go through it to look and say, yeah, there is another life. Okay, it's not the same. You have got a chance now to have another life. You know, there's something about the garden.